but y'all selling would be slaves. It said, do you know what me and my people would do if we were being treated like how y'all would do? We will revolt and rather die than be a slave. But brother said he gripped them the hell up. Brother said he gripped them the hell up, but he had to realize this white man, this white man is basically telling me that he's jealous of me and I should do more with my time. Christ said that. You know, Christ said that. Christ said, he was like, yeah, no, y'all, we got to salt the earth. What good is that salt if it ain't gonna fit? Like, that's what we are. We are salt the earth. Everyone want to fashion themselves like us. Africans want to make West Indian music. And they want to make black American, black African, so-called black African American music. Y'all know that? The Africans, that whole little vibe that they have, West Indians created a sound. They took from the West, they took from the West Indians, and they took from black people. And then they tell us, oh, you have no culture. You have no culture. What the hell are you talking about? Why are you dressing the way you do? Why are you trying to fight? We the ones that create the world fashion, which I don't agree with all of the niggas wearing popular. That's gay, like that, you know what I mean? The Spanish, the American, that. But other than that funny business, we make the world go around. When it comes down to America, you know all this terrorists. Let me tell you something about what's going on in America. All these terrorists, all the witch hunt for Hispanics and all that. We need to know that Donald Trump is costing companies way more money. So they got tax breaks, but these people got to pay way more money because they can't hire Hispanic workers. Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying to you? Like, you got a tax cut, but because you got to pay union workers, you got to actually pay white people. And white people, they don't work as fast, nor are they going to work for cheap wages. So now you got that, you have tariffs. So now the product that you would usually gain, that you would usually buy, now it's being taxed. Now you're suffering tariffs. These people, the Lord is punishing them. That's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is punishing these people. And the Lord wants you to understand that if you make an oath for him, he's going to uphold his end of the bargain. Just make sure you hold up yours. That's why I said, now, I didn't choose y'all because y'all was more in number in the earth, because y'all were few in the earth. Because your forefathers, loyalty to me is the reason why I'm going to uphold the oath that I made them with you. Just make sure you uphold your oath the same way that your forefathers uphold their oath. And I will make y'all rule the face of the earth. So when King David and Solomon was in rulership, they had the earth. The problem is we dropped the ball because we wanted to go back to being sinners. Rulers wasn't doing their job as the leader of Israel. What are they doing? Look at Saul. Saul had power. All King Saul had to do was listen to the Lord when he gave orders, when he went into that village and unalive people. He said, leave nothing standing. I don't want nothing alive. I'm taking no spoils, nothing. Just unalive everybody. The Lord knew that it was a demon on Saul for greed and power. So the Lord was like, don't take nothing, Saul. And Saul did it anyway. And Samuel was telling him, yo, the Lord is going to punish you. He was stricken with madness. You understand? And when we look at the leadership that Blacks, Hispanic, Native American men, we got to see how important it is for us to be on our A game. We must be on our A game. All of this being laid back. I had brothers tell me in the comments, "Oh, y'all brothers, what are y'all marching for? This has got nothing to do with the Bible. This is pointless." Seeing black men put on boots, join each other in brotherhood, you should be happy about. It should breathe something inside of you that wants you to do the same thing that we do. Us men, we gotta start being domesticated. I see niggas on podcasts talking about women all goddamn day. How about you put on some all black, put on your boots, and come to camp? Why don't you come fix the problem? Physically, you go hit the streets, you teach our sisters how to get back to their original state. How about you learn how to be a counselor to these women? We, us men, we got weak. We became domesticated. At one point in time, black men stood up for what was right. In our neighborhoods, nationwide, we didn't care what it was. We was 10 toes down. Now, I seen, let's talk about the Muslim community. I seen in the Muslim community in Philly where the younger generation is fighting. I mean, in droves, they are fighting. I seen a grown ass man like this. A grown ass Muslim man recording the fight. No man in the ISUK, I'm convinced Jihana would never do that. And we have thousands of members in our street, worldwide. You will never see us do that. Because that's not what men do. It's not what men do. You understand what I'm saying? Like in here, you can't be a brother. I'm gonna give you a scenario. You can't be a brother that complains. Let's say he complains about women. Oh yeah, black women, this. He a brother that's not active. He's not doing his job as a priest. He's just sitting back, not doing anything. You know what I'm saying, brother? You know what a brother here is gonna say? Well, brother, this is why you need to get up. You need to get more active so we can help these damn systems. You understand? That brother's gonna get checked because that's what we need in our school. We need checks and balances. This is why the rank structure is set up in the school the way it is, so that we can have order. So we won't never have we had Israel. See, the nation of Israel was having all these conflicts and problems because niggas wasn't trying to love one another. That's why we follow Christ torches. And here, you can't hate your brother. And here, you can't hate your sister. All that gossiping and all that, bitches with you know. If you want to act like a bitch, you can go outside and act like the rest of the women that want to act like bitches. But if you want to be in here, you want to be kind, loving to your sister. You understand? That's what we order in here. Brothers out there, I can't speak for what you do. But I know in here, I can speak on. Women love each other in here. Women have compassion for one another here. They don't act like stupid bitches. They don't gossip about another sister. Yeah, and all the fighting and all that. We don't do that. You want to know why? Because we love. You can't be a brother in here and be some nut ass nigga. Up there hating your brother, wanting to fight and do all that. You can't do that. You gotta be a brother. You gotta be a royal man to be up in the school. Straight up and down. I know my words might be a little harsh, whatever the case may be. But what I'm telling you is the truth. This is the formula that helps. We gotta love one another. We gotta have compassion for one another. Right? The same love and compassion that we have for the white man, let's turn that to one another. So if a brother, you beefing with a brother, you ready to unalive him, learn how to forgive him. Learn how to do it. I tell you this, it was one of the hardest things that any man can learn how to do. You know why? Because men, we're killers. We're born to kill. That's why testosterone runs through our damn veins. You know what I'm saying? Reason why we don't play with Barbie now. We play with action figures. You know what I mean? Don't know. I know Barbie. Like a bunch of top ropes. When he was a young boy. Fight his brother. You saying that?
It's straight up mollywop.
This is how it's a little different. He said they wasn't doing WWF, they was doing bare knuckles bro. They said UFC. We UFC the crib. I mean, cherry wood ice. Out the gun had the effective cold frost is in your eye. You like what? You was the crier. You was the one that didn't get mad. Who was the crier? I brother, they get so mad.
And, you know, baby was always a crier. Nah, but you got to straight.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, well, on my mom's side, he's big, but like that. After a while, you know, you kind of gotta fight back. Like, that anger that turned. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Then from young, like you in the schoolyard, you outside playing, man. It's going to be, hey, man. We got like I remember where I come from. You know, I was the toughest cat out of all. We could figure out my camp. You know what I mean? I wasn't fighting none of that. You know what I mean? I was just super chill boy. You know what I mean? Never no trouble. But on my block, it was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Respect on the gloves on. You know what I mean? Other homeboy that wasn't on the block, he already knew. He said, no, man, I'm gonna get you your hands right. We just gonna I'm gonna just randomly try to swing on you, but block it, you but swing back. You know what I mean? And over time, I got struck. Us men, we supposed to be warriors. It's them since we was younger. But we gotta learn how to utilize that warrior spirit. We gotta learn how to use it for good. That's why here in ISBK we had Negro Academy. You see, I got the Negro Academy cover on, you know, call this a jacket. We call this a cover, man. This is covering of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because getting this, you can't buy this. This is bought by blood, man. Training with your brother, going through hell with your brother. Proving that you understand what it takes to serve the Lord. And again, I told you, I had one brother telling me, you know, what we were doing was out of pocket, saying it was wrong for doing it. I said, well, in the Bible, didn't men go to war? Didn't men train? Wasn't men marching to battle? So what we supposed to not do it is because the Christian church made him weak. He will look at the white man's military and see something amazing. He'll look at the military and see something evil. Because that warrior spirit that's in him, he misplaced it for being domesticated. He feels more secure under the white man rather than being secure under his brothers. More importantly, under the Lord. I need to get this on the script. Can I get Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1? It's showing that the live question.
No, it's
No.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. God. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Like, that is important for us to know, right? Because when we learn the way of the heathen, we learn to be evil. we're learning how to be unclean individuals, right? Again, us having sex with any and whoever we want causes us to get diseases, to get viruses, to just lose our dignity, our self-respect, right? Like I'm gonna tell you something, right? So I remember I was talking to this bro, and you flirt with a bro, you know what I mean? You kicking games like a man's supposed to, right? But she got the game after. She thought that I was going to become some kind of trick. You know what I'm saying? And I just get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you used to? Like, I wanted to tell her, like, this is why you had the home for kids. Because you don't value yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And brothers, you got to start opening your damn eyes, man. Open your eyes. The white man taught us to be hypersexual. So now, when you go on social media, if y'all come across a woman that is very beautiful and she is dressed more inappropriately, I guarantee you, you're going to see men in the comment section drooling over the system. They're going to be the 21st comment, and they're going to be like, oh my God, girl, I drink a bad boy. What the hell is wrong with you? You want me to tell you why I never see a woman's comment? Open the bar door. I'll see them in the comments. You know why? Because she ain't worth it. She ain't worth it. She on the internet posting this way. Why would you even want to comment on it? It's showing the stop the man you are. When we follow the way of the heathen, yeah, we're gonna be hypersexual. And we gonna want to have sex with all these bros, and then we wondering why we on child reason why we can't see our kids. Like and a lot of these brothers out there, you having sex with whores, and then you having babies with them. Now your kids got up. It's your fault because you should have laid down with them. That's the reality that we're faced with. When the men of the Lord is studying these scriptures, because we still get into it. We still learning the Bible, even though we learned it already. We still studying. We still getting our scriptures and our precepts even stronger because we gotta give the medicine to our people. Brothers is out here destroying their life, and right on the other coin, you sisters, man. You see this brother is he got his pocket out so that you can sit up there and get this money. This cat, he's showing you. All he want to do is have sex with you. You gonna go have sex with you? You gonna deal with this brother? You gonna deal with all you want to do is have sex with you. Then eventually he show you that he don't give a damn about you. You had sex with him, he throw you away. He throw it away. Right? You give this brother, right? This brother in the world, selling drugs, all that. This brother don't have no spirit of the Lord in him. And then you go and get with this brother, and now you have a baby by him. Now you having a kid with a nigga that is garbage. He can't even lead himself. And now you put your kids' lives into a man's hands that is a bad leader. That is a nut-ass nigga. That's what you did. When we follow the way of the heathen, we always want to follow. Always. Always. It don't work. We try to go into Christian church. It don't work. Muslim mosques, don't work. African spirituality, none of it works. Every religion we go into produces hordes and homosexuals, drug addicts, drug dealers, murderers, pimps, all of it. None of it changes you because none of it enforces you to change. I always tell people, they be like, "Oh man, yeah, I believe in the ancestors," or yeah. You talk to the ancestors, what they tell you? They tell me to stay strong, this and this. And I said, your ancestors ain't tell you bring your ass to play. So yeah, I'm talking to the ancestors. Ancestors ain't tell you to put some goddamn clothes on. Everybody can see what you got in your damn panties, girl. What the hell's wrong with you? Brother, the ancestors talking to you, nigga, you're gay. Nigga, if I was your ancestor, I'd say, boy, that's all you hear. You'll think I'm Jesus. I'll be your ancestor. Look at you. You're in the mirror, about to go out with your home with the men. You was the disgrace. They be like, I got this one ancestor. Like, I think he's one of those that don't like gays. Like, your ancestors, listen, you ain't talking to your ancestors, you're talking to the voices in your damn kid. It's a damn demon that you're talking to. You don't have no spiritual guide, it's a damn demon. We want to help you. You understand that African spirituality? You will never see Africans come to America and fight for you the way how the African kingdom. You will never see. The Africans till this day, still, and I mean black people champion that African. Oh, the Africans. Let's give a shout out to the Lord. Texas is already the conscious community in destroying. Because at one point in time, oh my God, everybody wanted to be an Egyptian until we showed that Egyptians was homosexual. Until we showed that we was actually slaves in Egypt. Until we actually showed that the Lord hates Egyptians. You understand? The Lord destroyed Egypt. Until we had to show everybody that the Bible was actually a black book. We had to show these things. Because people thought that the Bible was a make-believe story until Texas Aria and his squad went out there and just tore up everything. That's what we supposed to be understanding. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Where were we at?
He's at Jeremiah, the 10th chapter.
Verse 2.
There's a book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. All of us about to be celebrating Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is a gay holiday. Valentine's Day is gay. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, just understand you're participating in a gay holiday. Men and women having sex with one another, you understand? Man on man, woman on woman. They got some point where women was being raped in the streets. You understand? Where they had to say, look, man, we can't do this, man. It's getting too out of hand. Well, men was going around in droves just raping them. Because that's how evil it is. You understand what I'm saying? You better start looking up these holidays that you keeping. The Lord said, follow not the way of the heathen, Black and Spanish Americans, but celebrating Valentine's Day. That was a white people's holiday. We didn't start that. We about to celebrate the Feast of Purim. That's something Black and Spanish Americans. The Passover that's coming up on April 4th, down in Houston, Texas. That's the way of the Lord. Not Easter, not Kwanzaa, not 4th of July, none of those things. But we want to continue to celebrate these holidays because we have came home more slaves.
God. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Like the Lord don't want you to look at the heavens and see the prophecies that's coming to pass. The Lord destroy, destroy this land. The Lord is going to make it hard for us because He's trying to redeem us. You gotta deal with it. Let the heathen be upset. that their kingdom about to be lost and stuff. You think America is going to still be standing? Let me tell you something. The politicians know, America knows that if those Epstein files get fully unredacted, all the investigations start, it is going to make America turn upside down. Other countries already started their investigations, and the men that partake in the festivities of Jeffrey Epstein. You understand? In America, this is why we got to work hard to get back in leadership. Because if you look at what the Trump administration is showing, they're showing that we don't care about the people. They don't even care about their own people. They were sick dogs on blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. They said Native Americans is getting rounded up. And it's like, yo, y'all, these people are Native Americans. They're sovereign citizens. What the hell are you doing over here? They're supposed to be arresting criminals. People that have warrants out there. They will literally stop me in the office for the door and say, you got your papers? We're just looking at them like, how much that's what? I mean, you can get up. You talking about papers? Oh, you're saying I put the description. So damn, you'll pull over just anybody that's like, and we just ain't saving America. I seen one joint where I made one brother wear a damn armband so that they can say, hey, look, I've got ice. Yeah, ice already checked me. I'm good. I'm good. That's what we dealing with here in America. This is why we got to be. This is why we have to be. All right. I think that was it. Can I get Jeremiah 10:16?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things.
Former of all things, meaning that everything was given to us. Everything was given to us. The Lord wanted us to have to work.
God. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Like our forefathers, what they did, what they showed the Lord. We have to take. Let's make this agreement. We told the Most High, the old that our forefathers gave the Most High, we give commandments, we enforce it on the face of the earth. We will make sure that his name reigns supreme. Everybody will know your name. Right? And the Lord said, come, yeah, take no sweat. This day forward, we want to be Yasha Allah. You know what I mean? The princess of the power. Mosiah chose us to be a special people. You understand? And we bear that inheritance. If we ain't keeping the commandments of God, we allowing someone else to take our spot. Like, we should be in rulership. You shouldn't be, listen, you shouldn't be struggling to find bus fare to get to work every day. You shouldn't be struggling paying rent and be behind bills. You should be the one that is having mercy on other people, not having their bills and rent on time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know what Lord is my Lord, my landlord, I know that he won't be a slumlord because he would keep the commandments of God of being an honest brother. I say, hey, look, I got this going on. This is your property. I'm renting from you. When you're able to handle this, I know, of course, when you stick to it, hey, look, this is what I got going on. But let the Jewish man and you live in New York to be your landlord. People are going to court because Jewish people are like, I'm not fixing it. And the courts have to tell the Jewish man, fix it, or you will be fined. And you'll keep getting fined until you just don't go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? For not doing your part. And I mean, rest is history, right? But if we was in rulership, if we control the world how we're supposed to, according to the Bible, man, everybody would be happy. Everybody would be safe. We won't have to worry about it after this. We won't have to worry about it after this. Everything won't even be a thing. Because the Lord has us in rulership, people like Jeffrey Epstein will be made an example out of. You understand? Like, listen, you never know, man. Christ come back, he going the Lord going to Christ release that speech. The only way to go get that speech. Honest, you know what I mean? Honest release. If Christ come back. Like, so many people is let down because these politicians, you understand, is playing games when it comes down to these victims and things like that. But this is all in that because you can't trust the white man. You can't trust the Democrat nor you can't trust none of them. They all interested. They only care about the game. And that's what if you really pay attention. Both sides should have been released the files. It's only because the Democrats don't have the House anymore where they put pressure on Donald Trump to say release the Epstein files now because they see that everybody wanted the Epstein files out. They said, well, you said it. So now we're just going to push on to it. And now they're trying to capitalize on it, which is disingenuous because look at the victims. The victims are being used at home. Nobody gives a damn about me. Nobody does. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to say here. The Lord cares about his people being on top. That's what the Most High wanted to do. And I'm going to tell you this. If America hand over the keys to Commander Jenny Hanna, if America was to hand over the keys to Commander Jenny Hanna, justice will be served. I mean, justice will be served in a real way. Because that's what the men of the Lord do. All of those people that have partaken in those festivities of Jeffrey Epstein were all the church. All of them. But you have, like, we don't keep the commandments, we're going to have people that put sex traffickers in a minimum, what is it called? Minimum secure prison?
Maximum.
No. That bitch, Elaine Maxwell is in the minimum now. They took it over. Pam Bondi and one of the attorneys of Donald Trump, they went in and spoke with her. After that, she was at a maximum. They sent Elaine Maxwell to a minimum state prison, federal prison, and she gets support dog. They said it's like a little mansion over there. How she living? They said she's living good. He eating better than you. Donald Trump made sure that's the people that rule the world right now. Just know if you don't realize according to people in the name of God, continue to do what you want to do. We only allow these people to go unjudged. But the Lord is going to bring back Christ. The trumpets have been blown here in IMBK, and we're here to fight, to bring Christ back. We've seen the prophecies come to pass. We just pray that the Lord have mercy on our people when the days come. We pray that the Lord allow more brothers and sisters to get in class and come up in the school so that they can be protected. That being said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and with that, shalom.